There are some things we'd like to help you understand.
They aren't simple. In fact, they're quite the opposite.
But we are confident that you're all capable of learning.
You wouldn't have made it this far if you weren't.
Understanding sexual diversity.
We are going to start out simple.
First, let's talk about sex.
No, not that kind of sex.
The what's between your legs kind of sex. You know, penis and vagina.
Lesson 1. Males have penises, females have vaginas. That is their sex.
Actually, there are times when a person is born with both or neither, or something completely different, and that's their business.
But there's a whole lot more to people than just their sex.
If you look up, way up, all the way to the brain, we can move on to lesson 2, gender identity.
This is where stuff gets complicated.
See, we don't all fit under this sign.
Or this sign.
Sometimes what's happening down there
doesn't match what's happening up here.
In fact, there's kind of a sliding scale of male to female.
For example, we all know girls who identify as girls, but they enjoy traditionally boyish things.
They might place themselves closer to the middle of the scale.
But for some people, what's down there
doesn't always match what's up here.
Not even close.
So you could be born with a vagina, but identify as a boy.
Or you could be born with a penis and identify as a girl.
Those people are called transgender.
So sometimes you can't tell by looking if you're talking to a he or she.
You may need to politely ask.
And you need to respect the answer.
And this brings us to lesson 3, sexual orientation.
This time, we're moving down a little to the heart.
Yes, we know it's a metaphor, but just go with it.
What's down there
and up here
don't control what's in here.
Who you choose to love and be attracted to or not be attracted to is another thing altogether.
Lesbian, gay, straight, bisexual, asexual, pansexual.
There are lots of labels, and labels may or may not matter.
Because you are you.
And what's down there,
up here,
or in here is your business and only your business.
So to conclude,
you can't always tell by looking where people fit.
Some people like to think that if they know someone's sex, they know many things about them.
They make assumptions, but those assumptions just aren't true.
And when people discover that those assumptions just aren't true, it can lead to bad stuff.
Hurtful stuff.
Anger.
Confusion.
Hatred.
Sometimes even for the person, those assumptions aren't true for.
Just because this
doesn't match this
or this,
nobody should hate themselves.
Nobody should be judging anyone.
We should love each other
and support one another
and respect one another
because the alternative is just too scary to think about.
And that's not who we are.
Bowmanville High School is better than that.
Now you may have a lot of questions.
And if you do, you deserve answers.
Just jot your respectful question on a piece of paper and head up to the library.
Put it right on into the fishbowl.
Again, it's a metaphoric bowl.
Your question will remain anonymous and it will be answered.
As long as it isn't offensive or hurtful.
On the announcements,
on the announcement board,
and on the TV in the foyer. Thanks for your time, BHS.